Very bloody, very bloody.
Welcome back to my dark corner of this sick world.
Why do we have to come to this wretched place?
The Blood Beast Terror is a Hammer horror wannabe starring the great Peter Cushing.
I didn't expect to see you here.
Who apparently considered it his worst film, and I think I can demonstrate why in one line.
I believe that Professor Mellinger, either by accident or design, has created a huge death's head moth that lives on human flesh.
That's getting ahead of ourselves, but I think it's as well to get it out of the way now, because although a giant killer moth stretches credibility,
they'll never believe this at the owner.
I don't think that's why the film fails.
Wait and see. You'll be very surprised.
We don't need to spend long on the plot. Bodies are turning up.
It's virtually drained of blood.
Inspector Peter Cushing is on the case. And the description he's got of the killer isn't that helpful.
It was a horrible creature, sir, with huge eyes, sir.
Following up on a lead in a country village, he goes undercover.
I'll take my daughter with me as if we were on a fishing holiday.
That seems sufficient justification for putting my daughter in horrendous danger, and I'm sure she'll be fine. Will Cushing save his daughter before she's drained of blood?
We must stop.
Because, you know, reasons.
And you will return by the same entrance tomorrow.
We'll kill you then. I'm not in the mood now. She's in danger again. Will Cushing save her from the raging inferno?
Help me!
Of a barely burning carpet. Having created this artificial jeopardy by having Cushing bring his daughter along for no reason, the movie pisses it away.
Something's gone wrong, hasn't it?
And that's really the issue. It's not that the plotline is ridiculous. It's that it's very badly handled. The first half stops so we can watch some dreadful Amdram production.
Oh, God!
For 6 minutes.
We waste our time.
The only purpose of which is to give mad Professor Mellinger the idea of using electricity in his experiments.
Galvanism. It's an idea. There might be something in it.
But
Galvanism doesn't work.
so it actually served no purpose at all.
You're sure of this?
The addition of a young man to the story seems to provide a love interest for Cushing's daughter, Meg.
Oh, girls.
Luckily for her, it doesn't. Worst of all is how the whole giant killer moth thing is handled.
I warn you, it's not a pleasant sight.
Don't suppose it is.
Actually, this isn't exactly a giant killer moth. It's more like a were-moth, into which the professor's daughter can transform at will to feed on
Human blood.
a situation that, I would say, requires some backstory.
Wasn't it I who created you?
I already got that.
And now I have been insane enough to create another.
That does seem insane. Why would you do that?
But now I realize what I have created.
Up to this point, it was all going swimmingly, was it? And that's that. I don't know why he did it. I don't know how he did it. I don't know why he was doing it again. I don't even know if he did an experiment on an existing daughter or if he created the were-moth and just pretended it was his daughter. I have a lot of questions.
Them that ask silly questions must get silly answers.
I would take a silly answer over no answer at all, but right now my only hope of getting one is if they capture the were-moth alive. Like a moth to a flame.
I don't like fires.
I get it. It's just a bit of an anticlimax that all they had to do was light a fire.
What did it do? Did you see it fly off?
Finally, and I don't like to kick a movie when it's down, the only time we see it in the air is that shot of it falling to the ground in flames. The rest of the time... I understand there are budget constraints, but when you decide to do a movie about a giant killer moth, maybe your first question should have been, can we make it fly?
Well, that brings me to the end of my lecture.
Thanks for watching. This film was selected for us by Patreon shadow Christie Bryden. Peter Cushing ranked The Blood Beast Terror as his worst film. Simple question, is it? Let us know in the comments below.
Get out of this house!